Strangest sites on Google Earth. Number 1. Swapling swastika. Scientists discovered more than 50 geographies occurs northern Kazakhstan in Central Asia, including the swastika-shaped design. Though the swastika symbol was created from timber, many of the geographies were made of earthen mounds. The geographies seem to date back 2000 years. At the time, swastikas were not uncommon across Europe and Asia and were not of curious affiliated with many politics beliefs. Number 2. The Iceland in a lake on an island on an island on an island. It means three Iceland. The Iceland in a lake on an island in a lake on an island. So let's explore it. This Google Earth image is an eyeful and mouthful, as it's an island in a lake, on an island in a lake, on an island. Yes, Google Earth captured this image showing a tiny island that resides inside a center lake on an island called Volcano Island in a lake called Ba Lake on the Philippine island of Luzon for years. Apparently, this phenomenon was thought to be the largest of its kind spied by Google Earth. However, it turns out that a correlate goes to a 4 acre spit of land in northern Canada where no human has likely set foot. Number 3. Wired wheels. Google Earth has spied some artistry etched into the surface of the planet, including wheel shaped geometrical structures that may date back some 8,500 years, making them older than few geographies called Nazca lines. Some of these sparked designs that dot Jordan as dark oases seem to be positioned in a way that aligns with the sunrise on the winter solstice. A team of scientists with the aerial photographic achieved for archaeology in the Middle East have been investigating wheel structure, also called work of the old man, with satellite imagery available through Google Earth. Number 4. Bull's eyes. One type of these whales in the Middle East looks like a bull's eye, with their triangles pointing towards the eye and small piles of stones leading them the triangles toward the bull's eye wheel. David Kennedy of the University of Western Australia, who could directs the project, calls it a central bull's eye tomb within the case. There three triangles, each with at least a part of a connecting line of stone hips running to the center. Number 5. Mysterious pyramid. This image from Google Earth shows an anomaly that some believe could be the unexcavated pyramid. Dozens of anomalies in Egypt have been detected using Google Earth in the past 5 years. However, there is a debate as to whether represent natural features or artificial structures. More excavations are needed, but the security of economic situation in Egypt has limited the number and size of excavation. Number 6. Egyptian pyramid. Egyptian pyramid, eroded Egyptian pyramid or a geologic feature. Number 7. Phantom Iceland. In 2012, a group of Australian researchers undiscovered an island the size of Manhattan in the South Pacific. A mysterious place called Sandy Island had popped up on maps northwest of New Caledonia. It had even showed up as a black polygon on Earth, Google Earth, but when scientists sailed there in November 2012, they found open water instead of solid ground. In an obituary for the Iceland published in April 2013, the researchers explained why the phantom landmass had been included on some maps for more than a century, pointing to some human errors and possible pumice raft. Number 8. Puzzling pentagram. On the wind-blown steppes of Central Asia in an isolated corner of Kazakhstan, there is a large pentagram measuring roughly 1,200 feet and 366 meters in a diameter. Etched into Earth's surface, the five-pointed star standing by a circle located on the southern shore of the Upper Tobol Reservoir shows up vividly on Google's map, the online version of the more deleted Google Earth. Many online comments liked the site with devil worship, nefarious religious sects, or denizens of the underworld. Instead, the pentagram turns out to be the outline of a park made in the form of a star. The star is marked by a row of bays that are now lined with trees, making the star shape even more distinct in aerial photos.